Our next topic is dielectrics and polarization. First of all, I will read out the definition of dielectrics. Dielectrics are the materials which do not allow electricity to flow within them but show electric effects. Okay, it has some qualities of conductors also and some qualities of insulators also. Okay, suppose for conductors we already know, we have discussed that when there is an electric field and we put an conductor inside it, what will happen? Ionization or polarization due to induced electric field will be produced. So it will produce an electric field in the direction opposite to the electric field. Why? Because the electric charges, negative charges will be held on one side and the positive charges will be held on the other side. Why does this happens? Because it has number of free electrons inside it. Okay, due to that they get distributed in such a manner that induced electric field is produced, and the induced electric field produced is equal to the external electric field. So the net electric field is always equals to 0. Now suppose we take a dielectric material. Okay, we are putting it inside a electric field that is E0. Now in this there are very few number of or no number of free electrons. Due to this, what will happen? It will not be able to polarize like this, it will not be able to arrange the negative charges and the positive charges on one side. So what will happen over here? Here it will, what it will do? This is positive, so it contains number of molecules and each molecule is neutrally charged. So it has positive and negative charge inside it. So what will do? It will try to just align itself on its own position. The negative charges will be held this side and the positive charges will be held this side. Okay, in each and every molecule, but they will keep at its place. So due to this alignment, there will be an induced electric field inside it. Okay, in this direction, but this will not be equal to this. So we can say over here E0 minus EI is not equal to 0. Okay, this is all about dielectrics. Dielectrics are of two types, that is polar and non-polar. We'll be talking about it very shortly. Types of dielectrics. There are two types of dielectrics. One is polar and one is non-polar. Okay, first of all we'll talk about polar. Okay, what happens in polar dielectrics? Polar are something which has different molecules but don't coincide the center of mass of charges. Okay, let us understand. Here suppose I have molecule of H2O. Suppose this is my O and this is my H. Okay, the configuration will be in this way. Generally you write O, H, H. This is the method in which you write. So I have created it in this manner. Okay, this will be negatively charged, this will be positively charged. Now here there are two positive charge, so I need to make one. So the positive charge, I can take the center of mass that is here for positive charge. So this will be the center of mass for positive charges, and this is center of mass for negative charges. Okay, so dipole created would be negative charge and here it will be positive charge. So dipole will be created in this manner. Okay, equal and opposite charges. So the direction of the dipole, we know it is from negative to positive. So it will have net dipole moment. Okay, because the center of negative and positive charges are different. Similarly, let us take a molecule of HCl. What happens in HCl? Here it is a Cl molecule and here it is H molecule. Okay, hydrogen molecule. Now there is a distance between, here it will be the center of mass for hydrogen molecule and here it will be center of mass for chlorine molecule. Okay, now there is a difference between them, so it will be like positive charge and negative charge. Okay, so and they are separated by some distance, so it will have a net dipole moment in this direction. Okay, this is all about polar. If you understand non-polar also, then you can better judge the things. Okay, for non-polar example we will take CO2. CO2 is arranged in this manner. This is O, and this is C. C is positively charged and O are negatively charged. Okay, now the center of mass for positive electron is here, and now the center of mass for negative electron also will be here itself. Center of mass for this two oxygen will also be here, that is at same place. So the center of masses of positive charge and the negative charge coincides. Okay, if you want to understand, we can understand it in different method. Suppose here it is one dipole moment. Okay, it is from negative to positive, so this will be the direction of dipole moment. Here again negative and positive, so it will create another dipole over here and the direction of dipole will be in this direction. So both the dipoles are in opposite direction. So what will happen? Net dipole moment net dipole moment will be equals to 0, whereas in the polar cases it was not equal to 0. You are getting some direction for net dipole moment. Okay, so now we'll study about the differences between the polar and non-polar molecules. Okay, the molecule in which the center of masses of positive and negative charges does not coincide when external field is applied. Okay, here the center of masses of oxygen as well as hydrogen, that is negative charge and the positive charge, do not coincide. We have two different centers. Same way here also for HCl also we have two different center of masses, one is here and one is over here. Okay, so net dipole moment will not be equal to 0, whereas in polar I would directly written center of masses coincide. Here the center of masses of C and O, that is center of mass for positive charge and center of mass for negative charge, both will coincide at the same point, and therefore the net dipole moment will be equal to 0. Okay, another difference is here you can see non-symmetry in shapes. The O molecule is very large compared to the H molecule. Here also Cl molecule is very large compared to H molecule, whereas in non-polar objects you can see there is symmetry of shapes. O and C, both atoms will be of similar shape. Okay, now we already talked about the examples. For polar it will be HCl and H2O. For non-polar it can be CO2 and H2. Effect of electric field on polar and non-polar objects. Now, as you have already studied what are polar objects and what are non-polar objects. This is an polar object in absence of any electric field. The molecules will be arranged in a random form and there will be net dipole on them. Okay, the dipole for this molecule will be in this direction, for this molecule it will be in this direction, for this it will be in this direction. Okay, they are all arranged in random positions. Now when the external electric field is applied, what will happen? Suppose let us say here I have shown an external electric field E0 is applied to this dielectric object. Now what will happen? It will all align in one direction. The negative dipoles of negative part of this dipole will try to get attracted towards the positive charge and positive to negative. What will happen here? Total torque will act on it. Suppose here I have a negative charge and here I have a positive charge. So what will there? Here positive charge is repelled, so it will try to rotate itself, and due to the torque it will align itself in this manner. So negative charge will get over here and positive charge will be get over here. Suppose once again if I take it in this way, here there is a negative charge, here it is a positive charge. Now when the external electric field acts on it, this will be attracted towards the negative part and this will be attracted towards the positive part. So what will happen? It will try to rotate itself and align itself in the direction of electric field. Okay, so in this way this electric dipoles, all the dipoles will be arranged where the direction of each and every dipole will be in same direction. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you. Now we'll talk about non-polar objects. Now we have already studied about non-polar objects, that the center of mass is equal, is same or coincides for positive and negative charge. The center of mass for this positive point will be over here, and center of mass for this negative charges will also be at the center of the point. So both will coincide. Now when this will be the condition when they are not in any field or in absence of any electric field. When we put it inside the electric field, what will happen? This electric charge will be attracted towards the positive charge. So what will happen? From over here it will start moving in this direction and reach over here, and both will get attached. So it will be in this direction, and here what it will do? The positive charge will also move away from here towards the negative. It will be attracted towards the negative charge. So in this condition also what will happen? The dipoles will align itself. Okay, so here also this will be the direction of dipoles. Okay, so when any external electric field is applied to polar or non-polar objects, both will act as same, both will act as polar objects, and there will be net dipole produced over here. Earlier here it was no net dipole, but here in this condition net dipole will be there. Net dipole will be in the direction of this will be the net dipole produced. Now what will be the effect of dipole on electric field? Okay, now here as the electric field increases, what will happen? This distance will keep on increasing. This will be attracted more and more towards the positive side, and this will attracted more and more towards the negative side. As the field increases, the distance between them increases. and we know the formula for dipole. Formula for dipole is Q twice L, or the distance between. If this twice L keeps on increasing, then dipole will also keep on increasing. Okay, so which means that dipole is directly proportional to the electric field produced, or E is directly proportional to dipole. Okay, so to remove this proportionality, we can write E is equal to xi0 into P, which is a constant. Okay, we can write this as a constant. This is just a constant, but now you have understood, I hope, to get the feel of this. As you increase the electric field, okay, the dipole will keep on increasing, and that will be proportional to each other. Now that you have known that both the polar and non-polar objects act as polar under the effect of external electric field. Suppose there is an electric field applied in this direction. Okay, let us name it as E0. Okay, so when there are two plates placed over here, they will have surface charge density. Okay, let us say surface charge density due to this electric field E0 will be sigma 0. Now let's take a look inside what happens here. There are the electric dipoles arranged in a single direction. Okay, they are oriented in single direction. Let us make a frame over here where leaving the first and the last charges. In between, the charges will cancel out each other. This positive charge will be cancelled out due to this negative charge. This positive charge will be cancelled out due to this negative charge. But the positive charges on this end and the negative charges on this end will remain intact. So what will happen? They will create an electric field. Okay, only this negative charge and this positive charge. What will happen? They will make a induced charge intensity. Okay, this will be negative and this will be positive. So what will happen inside this? Due to these two charges and these two charges, there will be an electric field produced in this direction from positive to negative, and that you can say as induced electric field. Okay, and that is due to this charge density on the surface of the objects. Okay, now what does this do? To get the net electricity, we know that it is E0 minus EI, because both the electric field are in opposite side. E0 is in this direction, whereas EI, that is induced electric field, will be in this direction because it is from positive to negative. Okay, now we also know that this is equals to charge density, okay, upon epsilon naught. This is due to the electric field and this is due to induced electric charge density. Okay, so from here we can write down 1 upon epsilon naught is equals to sigma 0 minus sigma I. Okay, I hope this much is very clear to you. This is the net electric field produced due to it. So ultimately, getting the feeling, to get the feeling what exactly it wants to say, what we'll do? Suppose we are having an electric field, okay, of say E is equals to 10. Okay, now if we put a dielectric inside it, and it will produce an electric field in the opposite direction, let us say 3, then what it will be? Net electric field will be equal to 10 minus 3, that will be equal to 7. So what happened over here? Due to this polarization effect, the net electric field inside the system gets decreased. Okay, I hope the concept of polarization is very clear to you. Thank you.